Ever wondered what would happen if you could travel at the speed of light? Imagine for a moment you're sitting atop an interstellar rocket, ready to blast off at a speed unfathomable to our human minds. We're talking about the speed of light, a cosmic speed limit set at an astonishing 186,000 miles per second. To put that into more familiar terms, light is so fast that it takes just about 8 minutes and 20 seconds for it to travel from the sun, the center of our solar system, all the way to our humble abode, Earth. That's a journey of approximately 93 million miles, traversed in less time than it takes to brew a pot of coffee. Now let's take this a step further. What if we could match that speed? If we could zip through the cosmos at the speed of light, how would the world around us change? Imagine you're in a spaceship, accelerating up to the speed of light. Now this is no ordinary journey. As you approach light speed, the universe around you starts to behave in ways that defy our everyday understanding. This all comes down to a fascinating concept known as time dilation, a direct result of Einstein's theory of relativity. This theory tells us that as you move faster, time will appear to slow down. If you were able to glance at a clock back on Earth, you'd see its hands moving at a snail's pace. You could age mere minutes while years pass by on Earth. It's as if you've stepped into a time machine, with the throttle controlling the speed of time itself. But time isn't the only thing that changes. There's also something known as length contraction. This means that as you speed up, distances in the direction of your motion will appear to shrink. So if you're racing towards a distant star, it would seem to rush towards you, as if space itself is contracting. This might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's a real consequence of the physics that govern our universe. The faster you go, the more pronounced these effects become. At the speed of light, they reach their extreme. Time would essentially stand still, and the universe would contract to a point right in front of you. However, it's important to note that these effects aren't something you'd physically feel. You wouldn't sense time slowing down or distances shrinking. Instead, these are changes in how the universe appears to you, relative to an observer standing still. So, at light speed, time would slow down and distances would shrink. But what would we actually see? Well, buckle up because we're about to dive into the mind-bending visual experience of light speed travel. Our view of the universe would be drastically different at light speed. Imagine for a moment that you're in a spaceship, able to zip around the cosmos at the speed of light. As you sit in the cockpit, staring out into the vast expanse, you'd notice some rather peculiar changes in your surroundings. One of the most striking visual effects you'd experience is called the Doppler shift. This fascinating phenomenon is all about color changes. As you approach light speed, light waves from stars and galaxies in front of you get compressed, while those behind you stretch out. This shift causes the universe to change colors dramatically. The stars ahead of you would start to look bluer and bluer. This is because their light waves are getting squashed, making them shorter and thus shifting towards the blue end of the spectrum. On the other hand, the stars behind you would appear to be redder. Their light waves are being stretched out, making them longer and shifting them towards the red end of the spectrum. But that's not all. As you hurtle forward at light speed, the universe would appear to contract in the direction of your travel. This would create what's known as a tunnel effect. You would see a concentration of blue-shifted stars in a small area directly in front of you, forming a bright, star-studded tunnel. Meanwhile, the stars to your side would seem to move away from your line of sight, creating a dark peripheral vision. Behind you, the universe would be a different story. The red-shifted stars would fade away into a deep, dark void. It would be like looking into an abyss, a stark contrast to the vibrant blue tunnel ahead. So if you were to make a journey at light speed, you wouldn't be leisurely stargazing. Instead, you'd be hurtling through a dynamic, color-changing tunnel with the universe shrinking ahead and expanding into darkness behind. In essence, the universe would look like a bright, colorful tunnel with darkness behind us. So, when can we start packing for our light speed journey? Well, not quite yet, I'm afraid. You see, the current scientific consensus is that light speed travel, as exhilarating as it sounds, is not possible due to a couple of key physical constraints. Firstly, there's the issue of infinite energy requirement. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that as an object approaches the speed of light, its energy requirements become astronomical, eventually reaching infinity. That's a lot of fuel we'd need. Secondly, there's the problem of time dilation. If we could travel at light speed, time would appear to stop for us, but continue for everyone else. Imagine returning from your light speed vacation only to find everyone you knew has aged decades. Although we can't really travel at light speed, it's an intriguing concept that helps us understand the universe better. It gives us a glimpse into the fascinating world of physics and the intricate workings of our cosmos. Light speed travel, while a fascinating concept, remains in the realm of science fiction. Throughout this video, we've unraveled the mysteries of traveling at the speed of light, the astonishing experiences one might encounter, and the visual effects it can produce. The reality, however, is that light speed travel is currently beyond our reach. Yet pondering these theoretical concepts isn't merely an exercise in fantasy. It's a catalyst for scientific advancement, pushing the boundaries of our understanding and inspiring us to reach for the stars. By engaging with these thought-provoking ideas, we're contributing to the progression of science, sparking curiosity, and fostering innovation. So while we may not be boarding a light-speed spaceship anytime soon, we can continue to explore these intriguing possibilities and their implications for our future. If you enjoyed this journey at light speed, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Until next time, keep exploring the universe in your mind.